Yeah, look there. Look, that's got to be 212. That's 212.
But that still looks a lot.
Look at the hamstring compared to the leg compared to now.
The hamstrings for sure, right?
Yeah, if you look at any of those top row pictures, look at the difference. Yeah.
William Bonac versus Flex Lewis. Who better? Hey homies, it's good. Joan Sagala Bodybuilding Podcast in the YouTube Joan Sagala. So today, we're talking about Derek Lunsford and Flex Lewis versus William Bonac. If Flex Lewis go into the open class, does he could be potentially in the top 6 for open class? And can he beat William Bonac as a 6th place, the best bodybuilder in the world? Before we go jump up into it, please click the bell button, guys. Ring that bell. Let's go. We go jump up into it.
Where do you think Flex will place at the O in the open if he does it? Where would Derek place? Where would Sean place? All speculation, obviously. That's actually a pretty good question.
Yeah.
So, because Sean, we don't know what he's doing yet, but he will be a force for sure. Flex is amazing, and then Derek has looked like he put on a ton of size. So,
is Derek open?
Sorry?
Is Derek switching open?
I don't know, but it looks like he is based on the size he's put on.
I think that's the rumor that we heard Derek Lunsford is going to switch to the open. But I don't know. We don't know the truth because it's just the issue. So maybe it's not what's the real statement.
This is the most recent picture of Derek or video of Derek, and he looks absolutely enormous.
He's very wide, isn't he?
He's still got 212, Mr. O, 212. So I don't know if this is means this is just because of who he is, or is where he's going back to. But
or I wonder if as the show gets closer, he'll have to make his mind up then based on his weight and his condition.
But I mean, that looks like it's hard to get to 212. Look how big he is.
Yeah.
Wow. I think Derek is more than 212 for his weight, but he's under 212. He still look big. I mean, looks so huge and big, but he's under 212. Really? Oh my goodness.
So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Derek? Where would Derek place if he jumped into the open? Would he be in the top 6?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think so. If you look at his condition last year, and if he's a little bit fuller, I think he'll actually make his condition even better because the pop.
Okay, well let's play the game then. If he's in the top 6, does that mean he beats Bonac?
I don't think Derek is gonna be on the top 6 in the open class division because if he on the top 6, does he beat Bonac? But I think he's not really beat Ian Valliere. I think Ian Valliere is still look better. It still look, muscular, size, freak, mass. Who else? Samson Dauda, who really already in the podcast, Fouad. Samson Dauda, do you think if Derek in the top 6 could be potentially in the top 6, does he mean he beat Samson Dauda and Ian Valliere especially? I don't think so. It's just my opinion.
Right, who does he beat?
Because Bonac was 6th last year, but Bonac looks better this year, so he might be better.
Let's look at the strengths of both. They both have certain strengths because Derek's midsection obviously is really very good.
Mm.
So there's certain poses where that midsection, like the front double, the abs and thigh front lat spread, which is going to hurt. William's not going to beat him in those 3 shots.
William's legs are going to look a lot better.
Yeah.
Yes, but then when William turns side on and to the back, that's when it becomes a bit more of a battle because William's glutes and hams tie-in is ridiculous.
Ooh, insane. Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, Hani does a really, really good job of prepping his athletes.
He sure does.
You know, it's funny. Every single athlete, myself included, and that's not to pat myself on the back. I'm thinking of all the people that Hani has coached.
Clean.
They all have this exact look.
Yeah.
It's not like super, super grainy, but it just looks really, really polished.
Polished.
You just have this
very Phil Heath.
Agree. I really agree 100% what they talking about, okay? If you really see what's the Hani and what athlete look like, okay? We can see Hadi Chupan, we can see Phil Heath, Jay Cutler, who else? We can see right now Derek Lunsford. They really have the 3D muscle look. 3D muscle look. But for me, I think, in my opinion, it's not really hard grainy. Not really super shredded, super hard conditioning like Dorian Yates, like who else? Chad Nichols, prepping Ronnie Coleman. But look full and some kind like the complete. The most complete is Pill Hit. What I really watch and what I really see for the P6 standpoint. Pen, Hadi Rambot is really doing good job for all of his athletes, I think. Wow, good. And I know the strategy of Hani Rambot. Do you guys want to know? If you want to, I really show and I'm really talking about what's the secret of Hani Rambot, how he can create the 3D muscle look and how he can create the fullness for all of his athlete competitors, bodybuilder, men's physique, classic physique. Let me know, guys, okay? Comment in the section down below and I'm gonna bring about this topic.
That's maybe why if he does do this open, then he will, and we can then fucking look at him and be like, whoa.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Because he just looks like he has a bigger frame than William, so he can still add more muscle.
It's like his arms and legs actually could be a bit fuller.
Yeah, exactly.
Just if he comes in a bit heavier.
I see more low lat thickness too could help.
Yeah.
But it just, and this is whoever's listening, and Derek, if you're listening, I'm so nitpicking.
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to do.
Like this is an incredible physique. I'm by no means flaming in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Doesn't mean Derek Lunsford have a really bad and have a really, not good physique. He still have amazing and great, awesome physique, most complete that we can see from the 212, right? I agree with the lower thickness, maybe he can more, and maybe the leg, it could be full. This is we talking about if he want to jump up to the open class, but for the 212, he really, absolutely incredible physique that he has. I think Derek Lunsford is one of the incredible 212 competitors.
Yeah, look, that's got to be 212. That's 212.
But that still looks a lot.
Look at the hamstring compared to the leg compared to now.
The hamstrings for sure, right?
Yeah, if you look at any of those top row pictures, look at the difference. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're talking about Mr. William Bonac right now. Let's go.
What do you think, James?
I reckon that Flex was already quite established by then and probably didn't get... I don't think Bonac would get compared much back then because he wasn't Bonac that we know now. He could have placed higher, but I don't think he would have got the calls.
Yeah.
The longer you're around, the better the calls you get.
For sure. And when there's improvements like that along the way.
Wow, look at the Bonac. He really making improvement, making some really amount of the muscle. So much improvement that he made from his frame. Good job for William Bonac.
He looks good there. His quads could use a little more separation.
Flex Lewis quads is more detail, it's more separation than William Bonac. But William Bonac already good, the conditioning, the striation of his quad is still there. I think William Bonac quad is still good.
He still got more. He still has a thickness to him that Flex doesn't have in the posterior chain.
Yeah. Flex has it in the lower body, but not in the lats. But Flex also has built up his back a lot since 2012.
I don't think Flex is a massive fan of pulling from the floor and that shit either. He used to do a lot of it when he used to do strength conditioning with rugby, but I don't think since his bodybuilding career took off that he kept those movements in.
This is a big difference too.
Yeah.
Wow, I think from the back double bicep, it's really, you can notice really different back detail and back, muscle that William Bonac and Flex Lewis has. I think William Bonac is more thick, William Bonac is more, detail. The lower lat is still more thick, which is, I think, for the back double bicep, I really love Bonac back double bicep than Flex Lewis. Yeah, I think because Flex Lewis is not really typically the rowing guy, but right now I think he making improvement. That's we talking about when he was 212, when he was on the 212 competitors. But right now, I'm really looking forward how Flex Lewis gonna, look like for his back.
I think the detail in Flex's quad and the waist is a big.
Flex's waist is really good.
And his lats from the front are actually
from the front,
even though they're not thicker from the back.
Yeah.
See, I'd give that shot. It's tough because on the upper body, I'd give that shot to William. And the lower body, I'd give it to Flex.
I don't know, because then I just look at Flex's triceps and I think, how the fuck are they like that? How do they stick out that far?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a
those triceps blow my mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, for the lower body, I think William Bonac is still good. Well, I think for the side post, like we see before, yeah, I'm really, choose Flex Lewis more than William Bonac because of the hamstring, right? From the front, I think, yeah, Flex Lewis squat is more detailed, but for the upper body, Bonac, it still can match up with Flex Lewis when he was in the 212, right? But right now, I'm really, getting excited because Flex Lewis is gonna jump up to the open, right? And William Bonac still on the open because William Bonac already, do it first, jump up from the 212 to the open class. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Flex Lewis, if he go jump up to the open class, does he can beat William Bonac? And do you think Derek Lunsford, if Derek Lunsford jump up also to the open class division, could he be in the top 6 for competitors open class bodybuilder? I'm really looking forward what you all guys think and opinion, and let's comment and let's discuss it in the comment section down below. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'm your host Johan Sagala signing out. May God bless you all.